From your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
And welcome back. We are taking another look at Mayor Anthony Williams' State of the City address. Here are some of the highlights.
We don't have a vision. It takes all of us collectively working together to allow us to have a clear vision. And tonight, in the next few minutes, I want to share with you what that vision looks like. And so we do have a bright future. We're going to talk about water today and economic development and talk about some things that we are doing because you told us you wanted to get those things done. This chart was very, very important because we want to be sure that you are, as our citizens, are at the very top. And so we work for you on behalf of you and things you expect us to get done. You have a council, you have our administrative staff, and then you have the real people that make things happen, who are the city employees. We have an outstanding council. We have Jack Rentz with us tonight. We have Travis Craver. We have the Donna Albus. Others may make a grand entry, but they work hard. They sacrifice their time, and they do it for $1 a year. Give them a round of applause if you don't mind. I think we have an outstanding staff. You know, Robert Hannah, our CEO, and really responsible for being sure that the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and he does a great job. These are the 4 employees that really work for the council. I see Secretary Sean Atkinson's back in the back. The guy keeps out of orange jumpsuits, Stanley Smith, is in the back also. And then we have our municipal judge, Judge Barton. We also have all the real people that make things happen. And so these folk do a great job representing you and this community. Give a round of applause if you don't mind. And so last year we talked about 4 things. We wanted to implement the street maintenance fee in regards to deploying a body that we'll talk about in just a bit. Water is always important in West Texas, and then the downtown hotel, and more importantly, development in downtown. And so this was fully launched beginning January 2019. We set money aside. And by the way, it was really, we'll talk about this in a bit, it was Weldon Hurt who talked about adding another layer of allowing you to participate in this conversation. And so we'll talk about the advisory board also. We have today almost $5.5 million. When you add that with the bonds left over from the 15 bonds, along with the state TxDOT, the work they'll be doing in Abilene, this year we'll have over $30 million on our streets. Let me say it again. We're going to have $30 million invested in our streets. And so I just can't thank those citizens enough for coming together and giving their time together. They've approved for this year and next year 140 different streets. And so they meet, they discuss, they engage with staff. It goes to the council. And in both situations, you have an opportunity to be part of that conversation. Very remiss, I see Misty Mayo in the audience. Misty, our Chief Economic Development Officer for the city. Raise your hand, Misty, one more time. Just doing a great, great job. And by the way, her daughter Grace is with us also. As you're in Grace, 6th grade and a future scientist. But the DCOA is providing $8.5 million towards streets, and will do so within a 5-year time period that really lets us get jump started and really funded the first project we have for our streets. Water is always very, very important. You, us, this community, in the last 10 years have invested over $220 million for water security. In this region, look at all of West Texas, You look at Lubbock and Midland and Odessa, collectively, we've invested $1 billion for water security. It's a constant desire of us to be sure that we have water for the next 50 years. We worked hard the last 8 years. Mayor Norm Archibald began this conversation about, could we work with Midland and San Angelo and our neighbors to the west and together come up with a plan that will address water? I think, and Robert gets nervous when I do this, by the way, I think here in the near future, we're going to have an opportunity to address water for West Texas for the next 50 years. Let me say it one more time. I believe in the near future, we're going to have an opportunity to address water needs for West Texas for the next 50 years. Everybody should be clapping about that. You know, in 2013, in that fall, Ivy was weeks away from not being able to take any more water at all. Fort Phantom was 14 feet below the spillway. Hubbard was 20% of capacity. We were in dire straits. And so Mayor Archibald began that conversation. We're going to get to finish it, and we're going to spike the ball. But it's a collective team effort, not just here in our city, but also the cities of Midland and San Angelo. Excited about the downtown hotel and also about a task force. Yvonne Batts, stand up, Yvonne. One of the first things they did with the task force is we have a deficit of 800 parking spots downtown. You know that, right? So we've identified around, Yvonne, about 225. And so, and there's been a conversation about a month about identifying the balance. And so we can make downtown viable. You know, in the last 2 years, we've added around $215 million to the tax roll inside city limits of Abilene. I believe in the next 2.5 years, we'll have over $150 million in new development in downtown Abilene. And parking is a very important component. Appreciate you and the task force for working hard in that regards. We got to tear down that building. Drove by a couple of times, took a couple of Facebook photos. We expect to have some groundbreaking this summer. Still some work that needs to be done. And you know, I hate that picture. See that receding headline right there? That just bothers me. We'll show another picture more, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm going to live with it. But we are moving forward. The downtown hotel, and what it represents is about 127 new jobs at around $30,000 a piece. Additionally, 27 indirect jobs with that same dollar amount. Now, $30,000 is not a lot of money unless you live in zip code 79603, where the average income is $18,000 a year. This represents a P3, a private-public partnership that has an investment in our community of $66 million. And 44 million of those dollars come from the private sector. The money that is from the public sector is money that the hotel is making that it wouldn't make without the hotel. So that I'm clear, and we said this several times before, we're not using money that could be used for streets or police or fire, but money generated from this hotel. Are we all clear with that, Team Abilene? All right, very good. One thing the task force, and I'm excited about this, is we're going to have a conversation about structured parking. What does that look like? How can we get there? What is that investment? And by the way, these meetings are for you. We want you to attend those meetings, to give direction to them and to the council. And there'll also be a conversation about branding the downtown area.
And when we come back, we'll have more from the mayor's State of the City. We're back in 2 minutes.